hearts be troubled. Trust in God. Trust in me. There's more than enough room in my Father's house. If there wasn't room for you, I would not have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you. When I've got it all ready, I will return, and I will come and I will get you so that you can always be with me where I am. And you know the way to where I'm going because I am the way. I am the truth. I am the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. If you truly know me, then you will know who my Father is. In fact, right from this moment, you do know, and you have seen him. Anyone who's seen me has seen the Father. You don't need to ask me to show you the Father because I am in the Father and the Father's in me. The words I speak are not my own, but my Father who lives in me and does his work through me. Just believe that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or at least believe because of the life and the signs that you've seen. I'm telling you the truth. Anyone who believes in me will do the same things that I have done and even greater things because I'm going to be with the Father. You can ask for anything in my name and I'll do it so that the Son can bring glory to the Father. Yes, ask me for anything in my name and I will do it. If you love me, then obey my commandments. I will ask the Father and he will give you the one who is exactly the same as me, who will never ever leave you. He is the Holy Spirit and he will lead you into all truth. The world around you can't receive him because it's not looking for him and wouldn't even recognize him. But you know him because he lives with you now. And then later he will be inside you. No, I'm not going to abandon you like orphans. I'm going to come back to you. Soon the world won't see me, but you will see me. Because I live, you will live. When I'm raised up to life again, you will know that I am in the Father, and you're in me, and I'm in you. Those who accept my commandments and obey them are the ones who love me. And because they love me, the Father will love them. And I will love them. And I will show myself to each one of them. All who love me will do what I say. My Father will love them, and we will come and we will make our home with each of them. Anyone who doesn't love me will simply not obey me. And remember, my words are not my own. What I'm telling you is from the Father who sent me. I'm telling you these things now while I am still with you. But when the Father sends the one who is exactly the same as me, the Holy Spirit, he will teach you everything and he will remind you of everything I've taught you. I'm leaving you with a gift. Peace of mind and heart. And the peace that I'm going to give you is a gift that the world can never give you. So don't be troubled or afraid. Remember what I told you. I'm going away, but I will come back again. If you really love me, you'd be happy that I'm going to my Father who is greater than I am. I've told you these things before they happen so that when they do happen, you'll believe. I haven't got much time to talk really because the ruler of this world is approaching me. He's got no power over me, but I will do what the Father requires of me so that the world will know that I love my Father. Here's a great way to see it. I'm the true grapevine, and my Father is a gardener, and he's lopping off every branch of mine that's not bearing fruit anymore, and he prunes back the branches that are bearing fruit so that they will be even more fruitful. You've already been pruned and purified by the message that I've given you. Now remain in me, and I will remain in you. It's It's obvious that a branch can't produce fruit if it's cut away from the vine. You can't be fruitful unless you remain in me. That's right, in the vine. I'm the vine, you're the branches. All of you who remain in me and I in you will produce a lot of fruit. If you separate yourself off from me, you can't do anything. Anyone who doesn't remain in me is thrown away like a useless branch that withers. All that happens to those branches is they're gathered up into a pile to be burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, you can ask me for anything and it will be given to you. When you produce my fruit, you show yourself off to be my disciples. This makes God the Father leap for joy. I have loved you, even as the Father has loved me. So stay rooted in my love. When you obey my commandments, that's when you remain in my love, just as I have remained in the Father's love by remaining in his commands. I've told you these things so that you might be filled with that same joy. Yes, the joy inside you will just overflow. This is my commandment to you. Love each other in the same way that I have loved you. There's no greater love than when you lay down your life for your friends. And you are my friends if you do what I command. I'm no longer calling you like employees or staff members. A master doesn't confide in them. You're my friends because I've told you everything God's told me. You didn't choose me, I've chosen you. I've appointed you to go and produce lasting fruit so that the Father will give you whatever you ask for using my name. And this is my commandment: love each other. If the world hates you, remember it hated me first. The world would love you as one of its own if you belonged to it, but you're no longer part of the world. I've chosen you to come out of the world, so it hates you. Do you remember what I told you? An employee is not greater than the CEO. Since they persecuted me, naturally they're going to persecute you. If they had listened to me, then they'd listen to you, but they'll do all this to you because of me. But they've rejected the one who sent me. They wouldn't be guilty if they hadn't been spoken to by me, but now they've got no excuse. Everyone who hates me also hates my Father. If I hadn't done such miraculous signs that no one else could do, then they wouldn't be guilty. But as it is, they've seen everything I did, and yet they still hate me and my Father. This fulfills what was written in their own scriptures. They hated me without cause, but honestly, I will send you the one who is the exact likeness of me, the Spirit of truth. He will come to you from the Father, and he'll be like a witness about me. And you must also be witnesses about me, because you have been with me all along. I've told you these things so that you won't abandon your faith. That you will be thrown out of the synagogues, and a time is coming when those who kill you will think they're doing a holy service for God. It's because they've never known the Father or me. I'm telling you these things now so that when they do happen, you'll remember my warnings. I didn't tell you earlier because I was going to be with you a little while longer, but now I'm going away to the one who sent me. And no one's asking where you're going. Instead, you grieve because of what I've told you. But in fact, it's for your best that I go away. If I don't, then the one who's exactly like me won't come. If I do go away, I'll send him to you. And when he comes, he will convict the world of its sin, God's righteousness, and the coming judgment. The world's sin is that it refuses to believe in me. Righteousness is available because I'm going to the Father and I will see you no more. And judgment will come because the ruler of this world has already been judged. There's so much more that I want to say, but you can't bear it right now. So when the Spirit of truth comes, He will guide you into the truth. He's not going to speak on his own. He'll tell you what he's heard. He'll tell you about the future. He'll bring me glory by telling you what he receives from me. Everything that belongs to the Father is mine. That's why I'm telling you that he'll tell you what he gets from me. In a little while you won't see me anymore. But after just a little while longer, you will see me again. I'll tell you the truth. You're going to weep and mourn over what's going to happen to you while the world rejoices, But your grief will suddenly turn into wonderful joy. It'll be like a woman who's suffering the pains of labour, but when the child is born, her anguish gives way to joy because she's brought a new little baby into the world. You are going to have sorrow now, but I will see you again, and then you'll rejoice. And no one will be able to rob that joy from you. At that time, you're not going to need to ask me for anything. I'll tell you the truth, you're going to ask the Father directly. He will grant your request because you've used my name. You haven't done this before, but when you ask using my name, and then you will receive, and you'll have overflowing joy. I've told you about all of this using metaphors, stories and riddles. But soon I'm going to stop speaking like that, and I'm going to tell you plainly all about the Father. Then you'll ask in my name. I'm not saying I'm going to ask the Father on your behalf. The Father himself loves you so dearly because you love me, and you believe that I did come from him. Yes, I came from the Father into the world, and now I'll leave the world and I'll return to the Father.